Hey everyone, Lynn Cutsforth here. Just wanted to get on. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, but I wanted to share just a couple thoughts with you today to think about. I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, a couple different posts that just so grieved me, and I wish that Facebook was just all positive. I so wish it was, but there was a couple people, and it was two different circumstances and things, but it had to do with some government things, and it had to do with just political stuff, but they were so negative and they were so cynical. And I know these people, they're wonderful people, but the way that they were talking about the situation and these other politicians and people, I was like, how in the world does that help? How does it help? What are you giving to the world other than more negative, more spewing, more cynicism, more criticism? And I'm like, I didn't respond because I'm not going to get caught up in the swirl. But I want to just say, it isn't that you aren't going to feel it. It isn't that you're not going to be disturbed and disgusted by things. It's, if you can't be a part of the solution, then it might be best to just stay quiet. So the idea of trying to put something out there to be aware and make people aware of things, I'm like, we know all the crap that's going on in the world. You hear it from the social media, you hear it from the newscasters, you hear it everywhere. All they do is talk about negative, and they're pointing fingers and shaming people and criticizing and just killing people with their words. And I know I've mentioned this scripture before, but I think it's Romans 12:18. Now I'm forgetting, but I think that's what it is. It says, if at all possible, live at peace among men. And whether you believe or don't believe, from a Christian perspective, like, that's just really good advice, period. If at all possible, be at peace with others. Like, that means that even when you know you're right, or if you know something is off, it doesn't mean that you go and share your opinion. It doesn't mean that you go and badmouth that person or that organization. The other thing that I notice is that there's such sides, especially in America. We are so divided, and I think, how will this country, in the long run, ever survive if we don't come together and find what we can agree on and focus on that? Because if you focus on all your differences, like, that's part of even marriage. If I focused on the differences between my late husband and I when we were married, we wouldn't have stayed together. But what turned out to be the differences is actually his differences became my asset and mine became his. I do believe that's why God created people in all different fashions and all different personalities, shapes, sizes, colors. We are to blend together in a beautiful way and learn how to live in harmony. It doesn't happen naturally, but you choose the best. So I just want to encourage you guys today, if you're unsettled about things, just really try to look at, number one, the big picture. I think I've said this before. It's probably my life mantra of how to navigate through life, is like, focus on the good, focus on the positive, focus on what you have in common and your unity. Don't start pointing fingers and focusing on the negative. Like, if you do that in your marriage or with your relationships with your children or your friendships, you're always going to be at odds. So why is that any different for our country? And can we please love our country enough to want to care for it instead of tearing it down? Because if we tear others down, and I know that there's some great injustices going on and there's huge issues, but if we don't come together and go, how can we solve this and how can we come to an agreement, there will be no hope. It will just continue to be destroyed. So anyway, that's just my little thing today of just, if at all possible, live at peace among men. Do your best, give your best, be your best. Don't fall into the swirl, whether it's political, whether it's in your family, if it's in your workplace. Give your best and rise above the crap. Can I say that? Just rise above it. It's not easy. I will tell you, this has been one, I'm not going to swear, one heck of a week. Oh my gosh. 9-year anniversary of my husband's death. And you would think, it would be better, easier, and in many ways it is. It's so much better. But this week about took me out. And so I just got to rise above it. I just got to rise above it. And I'm going to, and I am. So you just keep going. But until we do that and we inspire others to do that, and until we are an example, you're just part of the problem versus the solution. So be a part of the solution, okay? Love you guys. Have a great day. Be blessed. Take care.